Happy 10th, my friends. Happy New Year's. It is officially New Year's in Vietnam. I am out racing the motorcycle. Give you a cool little view. I got my new shoey helm, but can you believe that I broke off a piece of it already? $600 helmet, and already broke it. But yeah, this is the most quiet that I've seen Hanoi. You see, the park is empty. Nobody is out. Some kid dropped his toy from like the 50th freaking floor. Almost landed on somebody's head. But yeah. Oh, carpet, how are you? We're gonna have to upgrade you to a 1000cc bike though. Anyways though, I was able to find a coffee. Coffee is always good. Going out for a morning ride, a New Year's ride. So it is 2026 officially in Vietnam. Some of the resolutions that I have for this year is one, I want to be a better man. I want to be more transparent and more open about my life. I've always kind of lived by a code that, here, let me find a seat. I've always lived by a code that knowledge is power. Don't tell everybody your business. But, after so many years, there's a lot about me that y'all don't know. Who I loved, how fiercely I loved, just how much Vietnam has changed me as a person. The lessons that I've learned, be it the first 5 years when I was here as a teacher, dealing with all the struggles and the things that made me into who I am. And also, I want to clarify one thing though. Look, YouTube is a character. This is a character. This is just a snapshot of me when I'm having a good moment. But by no means am I good. I do struggle with a lot of things. I'm never going to be able to talk about that. But if you wonder, how does somebody who suffers to the point which I do live this kind of life, it's two things. One of them is because what choice do I have? To quote this Shawshank Redemption, you either get busy living or you get busy dying. Two, I refuse to have a victimhood mentality. I'm not going to let trauma, injuries, past. I'm going to try my best not to let that define my future. It was such a big part of my past and the present, but moving forward, I'm going to make the best conscious choice that I can to just not let that be something that just keeps me from living life. I'll never be able to live life to the point where I'm family gatherings and having friends. I don't have any friends. I have very few family that stand by me. I'm very alone, but I'm okay at that. You know why? Because I built this life. This is my life. For better or worse, this is where I plant my flag. And Vietnam has embraced me, and for however long that Vietnam will let me call this home, I'm going to try to be the best man that I can, not just for myself, but for the people that I love. I owe it to the people I love to try to at least find some kind of catharsis. When it comes to stuff like speaking to people, mental health, things like that, that's not really my style. I'm more of somebody who just does mediums, video, writing, journaling. But I'm really going to push myself to be a little bit more, not introverted as much, but extroverted. not extroverted, but I'm gonna push myself to just leave my safety comfort. And if I can't, if I start having these panic attacks, and if I start getting really sick, which I have been really sick, then so be it. Like right now, if you guys only knew, I am in constant pain. Like head hurts, mind hurts, stomach hurts, heart palpitations. It's just neck hurts. But I feel like that is kind of dwarfed by maybe just the excitement of just being back here. And can you blame me? I mean, this this is Vietnam, man. And there's a lot of places in Vietnam that you could go and see. This is just a small little area that a lot of people go to because, for one, you can do a lot of racing. So my motorcycle, try to keep the license plate out so people don't see my. There we go. So people, I can do a lot of racing without the police bothering, and there's very few tourists. And hey, I wish I could remember that channel of that dude who he has a very really cool wit. He's very funny, but he talks a lot of crap about the different kind of expats that he meets. About the dude who has like $1 million business back home, but some reason he's at the bar. And then his last dig, I think it was the fifth one, he was talking about, oh, there's that expat who's too cool to hang out with other expats. I see you, bro. I know you're talking about me or talking about people like me. And look, I'm not gonna apologize, man. Not all of us have that charisma. Not all of us have money like you. Not all of us, have that Tony Stark kind of attitude. But you are cool, bro. You are cool. And if you ever want to do a collab, look, you have your skills. I have my skills. My skills are usually try not to kill myself on motorcycle, or unalive myself on motorcycles, but and just push myself to limits. Try to see, like, I already kind of feel that, I know I'm not gonna live to be an old man, so I want to just live life as much as I can, live young, and as long as I still have hair, and as long as I'm not going bald, well then, hey, I'm gonna be racing. And look, I got the scars to prove. I've proven my worth. There's a saying in Warhammer 40K that our scars prove our worth. Our valor is determined by our scars. But all right, well, it is New Year's Day, so I probably should go do something, even though everything's starting to close. I probably should go celebrate. Maybe go to a park. Maybe go to the beach. But um, I I just want to say that a 30-hour flight getting back to Vietnam, that is not for the light of heart. Especially if you're already sick. Especially if you're definitely sick. Man, you got to have it here, and you got to have it here. And that goes to my best friend, we'll just say Ben. Ben, look, bro, I'm trying. I'm trying to lead by example, showing you that this life is possible. So just get out here, okay? As for my family, you know, uh, my grandma, my father, you guys, you really, 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 you made it special for me. For my stepmom, you know, uh, I do want us to have a good relationship, just like I want to have a relationship with everybody in my family. I know we have our differences, but yeah, look, I'm never going to apologize for who I am, and I'm never going to be afraid to call out people who disrespect me. So you respect me, I respect you. It's as simple as it goes. And for my brothers, look, I am really proud of you, brothers. All the way from the second youngest brother all the way down to the youngest, and even my stepsister. You guys are kicking ass. So the whole family is just kicking ass. To my uncle and my aunt, and I guess that'd be my cousins. Everybody's just doing good. So it's just that back in the States, it's just not for me. I belong out here. This is where I belong. Even though I wear leather jackets and I'm racing around with motorcycle helmets and stuff, the heat and all that. Like, this is where I belong. And I don't know how much life that I have left, but I don't want to waste it just sitting, sitting somewhere that I can't reach my full potential. So, anyways, happy chat. I know I'm gabbing. I'm just in a good mood. It's that new year. So, alright. Love you. Peace. Be strong. Remember, fear is the mind killer. Alright. Bye bye.